Have you ever wanted to play music with your hammer? Then call now for the Music Hammer. Using SkyCorp technology, you can play music while you hammer. Hammer nails to music, hammer couches, and even kill your worst enemy to the royalty-free stock music provided. Order the Music Hammer for just $34.99. But wait, call in the next 5 minutes for just $14.99. That's right, a $20 discount if you order in the next 5 minutes. Call the number below and order now.
เขาต้องการคุกกี้ใบเตย 200,000 กล่องส่งไปประเทศของเขาภายในสิ้นเดือนนี้ทันไหมไม่ทันฮะทำเองเลย
ปรึกษาเราสิครับ KSME เครดิตอนุมัติภายใน3 วันอีกไม่เกิน7 วันรับเงิน
โอเค
KSME เครดิตอนุมัติเร็วเป็นประวัติการในปัจจุบันผู้หญิงมีปริมาณมากกว่าผู้ชาย 60% ของผู้ชายแต่งงานแล้วอีกส่วนหนึ่งบ้างานที่เหลือหลอกนะไปเลยสุดท้ายก็เป็นเนี่ยดูแลตัวเองให้ดีแล้วกันเริ่มต้นจากการกินทาโร่ทาโร่
가스보일러 다이어트 시작! OS 라인 S 라인 따라해봐 나처럼 못하지? OS 라인 가스비를 아끼려면 OS 라인 S 라인 따라해봐 나처럼 못하지? 가스비를 아끼려면 가스비 다이어트 이제는 S 라인 콘덴싱 대성 세팅
우리 집이 순식간에 푸른 초원으로 어른 들판을 달리는 듯 신나게 재미있게 즐겁게 무동력 승마운동 기구 자간 승마운동 기구 에이스 파워
자기야 그냥 자? 뭐 미친 거 없어?
뭐? 아, 자일리톨?
자기 전에 씹으랬잖아.
흐베!
자기 전 좋은 습관 롯데 자일리톨 플러스 2
어이구 없나? 어디 보자 이거 오줌 싸네
롯데햄 프라이드 치킨
롯데햄 프라이드 치킨
발라 먹으니까 실감나게 맛있습니다.
두 날개 더 주세요.
와, 뼈 없는 닭튀김 이건 모를 거야?
뼈 없는 닭튀김
롯데햄 프라이드 치킨
롯데햄 냉동식품
I've noticed in watching some of the tapes on self-defense that a lot of guys like to show defense from awkward positions, say sitting in a chair, having your back turned, whatever. So what I'd like to do is demonstrate a technique which I call defense against a guy in a chair. Excuse me.
Yes.
Now, in future tape series, I plan to cover similar defenses against a guy with his back turned, a guy with a blindfold, and a guy with a broken leg.
This toilet is so hard to clean. There must be an easier way.
Hi, I'm Derek Bum, and I'm declaring war on toilets with new toilet grenade. Just pull the pin, pop it in the bowl, put the lid down, and let toilet grenade do the rest. Bang! And the lime scale's gone! Toilet grenade! Bang! And the germs are gone! And now, new travel toilet grenade for foreign lime scale!
You go get your refill already.
Sandra Aguinaldo, Nakatutok, 24 Oras.
Mahigpit ang pagbabantay sa hangganan ng lungsod ng Mandaue na nasa ilalim po ngayon ng General Community Quarantine. Katabi kasi ng Mandaue ang lungsod ng Cebu na may pinakamaraming kaso ng COVID-19 sa bansa. At mula po sa lungsod ng Cebu, nakatutok live si Ian Cruz. Ian, kamusta ng sitwasyon dyan at ilan na ang kaso ng COVID-19 sa ngayon?
This is not a test. Hindi ito isang pagsasanay lamang. Ito ang inyong emergency broadcast system. Ipinapalam sa inyo ang pagsisimula ng ating malawakang cleansing na isinasagawa taon-taon. Mga sandatang may antas na Class 4 at pababa lamang ang maaaring gamitin sa malawakang cleansing na ito. Ang mga mas matataas na kalibre at klasifikasyon ay mahigpit na ipinagbabawal. Mga tauhan ng gobyernong may ranggo ika-10 at pataas ay hindi kasama sa malawakang cleansing at hindi dapat galawin. Sa pagtunog ng hudyat, lahat ng klase ng krimen, kasama ang pagpatay, ay magiging legal sa loob ng 12 oras. Samantala ang mga polis, sundalo, mga bumbero at mga emergency rescue teams ay hindi makakaresponde hanggang matapos ang malawakang cleansing bukas ng alas 7 ng umaga. Naway patuloy na pagpalain ng mga bago nating mga pinuno at tagapagtatag at kaawaan kayo ng Panginoong Diyos.
When you hire Morgan, it's like bringing in Morgan to a Morgan fight. I'm John Morgan of Morgan and 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 Morgan.
So as my mom and dad would say, right before they tucked us in at night,
Morgan and 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 Morgan.
it's a family tradition. Morgan and
Morgan
Morgan.
and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and
Morgan and Morgan and
Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan.
And if you just want to say Morgan, that'd be great too.
Putting 2 minutes to Mr. Vermin Supreme.
Thank you. Gingivitis has been eroding the gum line of this great nation long enough and must be stopped. For too long, this country has been suffering a great moral and oral decay in spirit and in incisors. A country's future depends on its ability to bite back. We can no longer be a nation indentured. Our very salivation is at stake. Together, we must brace ourselves. As we cross over to the bridge work, into the 23rd century, let us bite the bullet and together make America a sea of shining smiles from sea to shiny sea. Now, friends, some people will tell you that this mandatory toothbrushing law is about the secret dental police kicking down your door at 3 a.m. to make sure you've brushed. Friends, it is not. Some will mention the dental re-education centers or the preventative dental maintenance detention facilities. It's about none of these things. It's not about the government-issued toothpaste containing an addictive yet harmless substance. No, friends, it is not even about DNA gene splicing to create a race of winged monkeys to act as tooth fairies. Friends, what this mandatory toothbrushing law is really about is strong teeth for a strong America. My name is Vermin Supreme. I am a friendly fascist. I am a tyrant that you should trust, and you should let me run your life, because I do know what is best for you. Yes, I am a politician. I will promise you anything your little electorate heart desires, because you are my constituents. You are the informed voting public, and because I have no intention of keeping any promise that I make. Vote early, vote often. Remember, a vote for Vermin Supreme is a vote completely thrown away. I would like to take this moment to acknowledge my mother, who is in the
Thousands of outraged meth addicts urged the federal government this week to address the nation's growing spider epidemic. During a marathon 72-hour meeting under the Roosevelt Bridge Monday, tweakers from across the nation drafted a 45,000-word proposal to kill all the acid-shooting spiders before they develop the powers of mind control or, God forbid, flight.
We can't ignore these spiders any longer. The government has to... There's a spider there! There's a spider there! There's a spider there! It's too late!
While a gigantic, quote, spider bomb is not out of the question, the addicts have agreed that the best temporary solution would be for the government to issue them large quantities of methamphetamine and steel wool. In Ithaca, New York, a local daddy, Howard Lewis, was put in his bye-bye box Tuesday so that he could go on a long vacation with the birds and clouds in the sky. The daddy, who was once tall and strong and liked going to the hospital to play with their fun machines, was reportedly put in the bye-bye box after weeks of being sleepy all the time and never finishing his din-din. By Tuesday, lots of family had come in from all over to watch daddy get dropped inside a cool underground fort full of dirt and sand, where he'll be tonight instead of being home to play Chutes and Ladders. A report by Stanford University researchers released Thursday found that Americans spend 90% of their waking hours staring at glowing rectangles. Researchers identified more than 30 varieties of iridescent rectangles, ranging from personal and work rectangles to rectangles that heat food and those that can fit right in one's pocket.
From the moment Americans wake up, they are captivated by these bright, pulsing rectangles. In fact, if you look at the data, it's hard to find a single minute when the public isn't captivated by these. Excuse me. I'm sorry, where were we?
In local news, a run-over squirrel is remembered as frantic and indecisive. And in other news, a trail of rose petals leads a wife to a sink full of dishes. Prince Fielder reports to spring training exactly the right amount overweight, and a local yard sale reeks of divorce.